I'm trying to fix this angle for so long. So, hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. This video found you in the right time. I really wanted to make something which reminds you how universe has your back. Now, I have made my notes so that I do not miss on the points and I keep it crisp and clear. So, I have divided this video as always into parts, and part 1 is when I say the universe has your back, what do I mean by it? So, firstly, this is more than just like a spiritual quote. I feel that when we believe there is a higher power, now this could be, you could call it universe, you can call it God, you can call it alignment, you can call it any higher source, whatever you believe in, whatever word you want to give it, you can call it anything. But when you believe that there is something higher than you yourself, the life is much more easier, because there's so many things in our life which are not in our control, and it is so easy to whine about things when they're not happening the way we want. So when I say the universe has a back, I really want you to believe in some higher power. You don't even have to name it, you just have to believe that there is something higher, just more than you, out there, who is making things happen for you. So you need to behave like, oh, someone has my back. I really want to give this one liner reminder, which is life is not happening to you, life is happening for you. Coming on to part 2, the universe is trying to talk to you. Now, when I talk about how important it is to listen to the signs. Now, when I say universe is trying to talk to you, I really mean by synchronicities. Now, what are those synchronicities? I'll get a little deep into it, like let's do a little bit deep dive into this. When I talk about synchronicities, I talk about the most random things that happen to you, and which make you feel like more than just coincidence. So for example, you sit in a cab and the cab's number plate said 1111. Then you see the time and the time says 2:22 p.m. and then just on the sidewalk of the road you see something which is 444, and so on. So there are just things, numbers, angel numbers that you see time to time. All of these numbers have their own meanings, and all of these numbers tell you different things. The universe is trying to tell you something. So suppose you see 111, it shows that you are in alignment. 222, it shows that it reminds you to trust the process. There is 333, which is mind, body, soul balance. Then there is 444, which is protection. That is, it is reminding you that you are protected. And 444 is something I have found myself looking at in a very dangerous situations. And by dangerous, I mean if I'm walking alone in the night, that's dangerous for me. I'm very paranoid that way. So when I see 444, I am like, okay. And that 444 just doesn't even have to be on time. It could be any sign on the sidewalk, like a road pe sign dikh jata hai and it says 444. There is a newspaper lying around and that newspaper has this number somehow, somewhere, and you feel okay, there's more than just a coincidence. And I'm not saying, just blindly believe them, but in a way I'm just saying that. So because I feel that when you believe in some things which are not harmful as such, but they really support you, they support your anxiety, and I feel that it's helpful. It's just helpful to believe in them, and you don't even have to get into the nitty-gritty of why, how, why not, and all of that. It could be just like, I take that as a reminder. I feel that it's good for me, and I just take it like that. In synchronities comes the coincidences as well. So suppose you were thinking about someone and then 5 minutes later you receive that text from them, or a random YouTube video just shows up on your feed and it is something that you really needed to hear, and you're like, okay, like it feels more than just a coincidence, right? So I personally feel that when you're really working hard and things are not working out for you, you really need those, gentle nudge from someone, some higher power, that things are going fine. So I feel like these synchronities happen to remind us that we are human, that things can go here and there, but we need to believe in ourselves and we cannot just quit. So when you see some numbers, when you see something happening to you out of nowhere and which feels more than just a coincidence, I feel like you should just pause and reflect a bit. What I do personally is, if I see a number, suppose I'm seeing 444, so I'll be like, okay, I'm protected, and with that feeling that I'm protected, I'll be saying a gratitude statement like I'm very grateful for the protection, that I'm guided and I'm protected wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, I'm so grateful that I'm protected. And I feel that that affirmation itself is so strong, and you're like, that's great. Second, I also feel is journaling the pattern, like journaling what happened that made you feel like, oh, that was weird, or that was a sign from the universe. Like it could be, it could act as a pattern that can ultimately lead to your soul's GPS kind of thing. So you can just write what you're seeing over a period of time. You'll be like, okay, that's why that happened. Like connecting the dots, I feel that also happens a lot. And the last thing about synchronizations or synchronities I wanted to talk about is, in Gita, there is a phrase that says, you're not just stuck in your journey is being divinely rearranged. Coming to the part 3 of the video, which is how to co-create with the universe. Now, when I say the universe has your back, how can someone has your back without knowing what's going on with you? So that's where journaling, meditation, affirmations come in. You need to tell that higher source that this is what I want, this is what I'm feeling, this is where I want to get to. For example, when you say, I have to do this, like I have to wash the utensils, or I have to do this office work. You could rather change a statement from I have to I get to do this. I get to wash my utensils. I get to do this office work. I get to meet this friend. How many people are getting to do this? So when you really do that, I get to do this, there's a mindset shift in your head. Like there is a mindset shift which makes you feel even more motivated to do the task at hand. Second, daily spiritual practices, like I said, journaling, meditation, affirmations. I really want to introduce my cards here once again. So these are my affirmation cards, and for example, in the morning after my puja routine, I pick up one affirmation for the day from this card, and that really changes or sets the tone of my entire day. So for example, if we pick one from this, like right now, let's do it. These are spiritual ones, then we have health ones, then we have relationship ones. Like these are different areas, aspects of our life. So that's how I've created them. Now if I want something from the spiritual one, so this is the card. So this says, I'm open to experience the beautiful miracles and unlimited blessings from the universe. So this is what I mean when I'm saying affirmations. When I say, that I'm ready, I'm open to experience the beautiful miracles and unlimited blessings from the universe is like, oh, she's saying she's ready, let's give her more. And things like that. It's just, it can, feel like magic. Even if it is not, it feels like magic when you start receiving those things that you have been talking about. So we discussed mindset shift, we discussed spiritual practices like affirmations, there is journaling. So I actually sell a journaling course as well, which is just like a 35 minutes class, and I sell it at a very cheap price because I really want people to get into journaling and make this as a source of manifesting anything they want. So I have just priced it at 444. But my point is, when you do journal in any manner that you learn from the internet, that you learn from someone, like how I have created a course, when you actually do journal, universe is like, okay, she wants this, there is clarity, and when there is clarity, you're able to manifest. Coming to the third one, like we discussed mindset shift, we discussed these spiritual practices, and the last one is basically a balance of law of attraction and law of surrender. What do I mean by that? Now, law of attraction, as we all know, that attract what we think, we attract. If we are thinking negative, we are attracting negative actions around us. If we are thinking positive things start happening in our lives, and so on. When I talk about law of surrender, what do I mean by that? So when we are doing the law of attraction, we are literally sometimes we're becoming desperate of getting that thing, desperate of getting that promotion, desperate of leaving that place or going to a certain place, and we're becoming desperate for it. So because of that desperation thing, there is resistance. So when I say law of surrender says that universe has my back. I'm leaving it to the universe to give it to me at the right time when I am ready. And then I'm affirming that I am ready, I am open to receiving all the beautiful blessings, and so on. So everything is so connected. We say that universe has my back. We need to co-create with it using these three practices. And I myself follow these three practices, so I really wanted to, just put them into words in a way that I can make you understand as well. Coming to part 4 of the video, which is message for overthinkers and overdoubters. There are so many of you. I know there's so many people around me who are always overthinking, always overdoubting themselves over every single little thing that is going on in their life. So I really want you to do something. So suppose, for example, you're overthinking about something. I want you to, sit down, take a pen and paper, make a list of things that you're overthinking about. Then I want you to divide that list of things into 2 parts. One, which is in your control, like completely in your control. One, totally out of your control, like you can't do anything about it. You're just overthinking about it. So when you make this list, like there is two parts, and there are the things you can control, there are the things you can't control. You will realize in your overthinking chart that was already going in your head, there were just 2 things that were in your control and almost 50 other things that were not. Suppose I say, I want a job. What is in my control? Applying. What is not in my control? Rejection or acceptance? Mail. Whatever mail I get, that is not in my control. So I am applying. I am not taking care about all of this. I am not taking care. All I'm doing is what's in my control and surrendering it to the universe. So these were the 4 parts of the video. I have talked a bit extra, but there is one more thing like I really want to add to it. Now, there are times in life when we have done everything. We have journaled, we have meditated, we have done those affirmations, we have done the work, and still it's not happening. I know. There are a lot of such things. Lot of times in our life, we are like, nothing is happening. I see these angel numbers all the time. Nothing is happening. I see this signs from the universe that things are going to change, but it doesn't happen, and things like that. I want you to remember, life has its own ways of surprising you. Life has its own timeline of creating the best for you. So when you think of something, when you know you have done the work, just sit back and relax. Sometimes that calmness is there. Calmness in terms of not mentally, calmness in terms of stuckness, like nothing is happening kind of sort of way. So when that is there, all you need to do is just enjoy, because that literal thing, that stuckness, that could be just a pause before so many things start happening in your life. And you will be so thankful that I did enjoy that time. I did not just, sit around, cried. I did not just waste my day. I literally enjoyed that time as well, even though when the things were not going according to me. And I think that's it. That's how I really want to end my video on this note, on this positive note, that even if life may seem it's not working out, I assure you it is working out. It may seem it's not happening, but because it's not happening doesn't mean it's not happening. And that's it. I shall see you in the next video. I hope you found what you were looking for. I hope you remember that the universe does have your back, and I hope you have a very good day ahead.